Today, Laura sadly left us. She went back to Darwin, as she's only with us for a few days before going back to work. Extremely grateful for having her on board. She's kept us moving over the most difficult week yet. Because of that, Ben's parents took her to the airport this morning, and we are currently cycling unsupported.
Really
about 220
kilos. Yeah, just have a go, like make a bit of coin and do something different. I'm an electrician, so like it's not really what we usually do, but like we've been doing heaps of fish and stuff, so I was like, probably get a bit of work.
Put it in here.
So what the
Snacks, so you like have
noodles
like canned beef and sardines.
Come up the centre and it's been able to
Does the job.
Yeah, porridge for breakfast.
Love Darwin, and then come across.
What's the reason then? What's the reason for walking around the world? Just want to get out of the house.
I have a background as an extreme runner.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so I retired from extreme running, and then I ran around the world.
You ran around the world?
And cycled.
What?
When I was 21.
What?
I'm getting slower all the time.
Oh.
Cycling around.
So you cycled and ran around the world as well?
And then, when I decided I wanted to do it again after the World Run, and I said, well, I just want to do it more relaxed for the walk.
More relaxed for a walk around the world. Is there a time frame?
I always have to sit down and I can't stand up for
You got a time frame for it, or
not really?
Just whenever?
Probably another 2 years.
Okay.
I'm doing everything I can to delay it, because I was telling them about my route. I started in Sydney 5 years ago. And then I went from Sydney, Perth to Sydney, to Toowoomba, to Mount Isa, to Darwin. That took a year. My visa ran out. So when I was, my visa ran out, and then I flew to Bangkok and walked through Southeast Asia, East China, Taiwan, South Korea, and then I had a notion. I went back and walked a bit of Africa, flew to Rwanda, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Zanzibar.
Was it dangerous, Africa?
No, not really. I just didn't camp here. You know, because people are always trying to hit you up for money and whatever, so it's hard to feel safe. And then at that time, 3 years ago, Saudi Arabia opened up for tourism, so I went there, walked across Saudi Arabia, into the Arabian Gulf, and then the pandemic started, so I went back to a girlfriend I had at the time in Zanzibar, and stayed with her for about 3 months, and then we split up, and I ended up staying in Zanzibar for 13 months.
Wow, okay.
And best part of another year in Kenya. And then when it was time to restart, I said, I love Australia, it's my favourite country. And
that's good to know.
How about completing the lap?
So you're going to go right around Australia?
Yeah, first I tried to do it when I was here, but I ran out of time. I didn't have enough time in a year visa. And so I was happy enough with the 3/4 lap, and I went up, I told you, continued on. And then I decided when it was time to restart, I flew back to the same place in Darwin where I finished 4 years ago. And I decided to walk this part to Scarborough Beach in Perth to complete the full lap. So it's been quite an adventure.
Mate, the fact that you've ran, cycled, and now walking is unbelievable, mate. I've got so much respect for you doing this. But honestly, I mean, we're trying to cycle around Australia, but to have done all that as well.
You did well to get a support crew. How did you manage that?
Ben's parents actually flew out from
Ben's parents are doing it?
They flew
brilliant.
out. So they're...
what's your name?
Jade.
Tony Mangan,
his parents flew out, so they're like our support team, which is good.
Oh, that's wonderful.
having something.
And how long have you been on the road? From what way did you go? From
we
Perth?
left on 19th.
Sydney to where?
19th of August we left, so we are on day 24 today.
That's awesome.
Which
route did you take?
So Sydney up to Townsville,
Yeah.
and then crossed into towards Darwin,
Yeah.
Broome, and then
Back again.
And now we're heading Perth.
About Darwin is that's a huge detour.
Yeah,
Out and back to Catherine.
Yeah, there's no point.
350k or 380, something like that.
Up the same road.
Yeah. So tell us, how many k a day you doing? A couple of hundred or?
I mean, yesterday was a big one. We did 362 Ks.
Wow.
Which was a big one. Today's a bit shorter. We're doing 190, and then averaging around 280 a day.
280.
Yeah.
How long does that take you?
Really depends on the elevation, really. Anything from like
Well, it's relatively flat.
10 to 12 hours. I mean, yesterday was a long day. We were on the saddle for like 15 hours, but we just got hit by a headwind all day. It was just,
Which way are you going now?
Boom.
That way. Yeah.
So what you've seen before was our encounter with the legendary Tony, Irish Tony I'm going to call him, because I don't know what his surname was. Mulberry. Now this guy has, not only is he walking around the world right now, he has cycled around the world, and he's also ran around the world. And at one point, I'm not sure if he still does, at one point he had the Guinness Book of Records for 48 hours on a fucking treadmill. What a guy.
And yeah, there he was on the side of a road having a can of beer. 11:30 a.m.
on a Sunday.